We have decided to create a Whac-A-Mole themed game using the Arduino Uno. The game is based on hand-eye coordination and reactions time. The player will start the game by pressing a button at the front of the box. The game will then begin and start flashing at random intervals. As the player progresses, the game gets harder, giving the player less time to press the button. Should the player press the wrong button or not react quick enough, they hear this sound. And it's game over, like this player. But when you play this game, please don't throw it. Literally, it will break. The Whac Arduino game works using various LEDs and buttons, as well as wires, breadboard, and an Arduino Uno inside of the box. The user presses a button to start the game, for example this one here, and then interact with the red LEDs when they light up. The user has to press a button in time before the red LED disappears. Isn't that right, Lyle? The problems we had during our creating of our product was that we were unable to solder our buttons inside of the box. This is because we made some holes during our CAD on here and the wires were unable to go inside. In the end, we were able to put wires through the holes coming out, and then we soldered on the button on the outside, making it work. Isn't that right, Lyle? Another problem we faced was that we felt like we were going to make the box too small, and that when we make it too small, the Arduino and wires were not able to fit inside. Now we have created it, we've realised that there is laser space inside of our box, and that it may be unfeasible for the user. We felt like we could make it smaller. Isn't that right, Lyle? Okay. Some ideas that we came up with about our computational interface is that not all computers have to have a keyboard and a mouse like the normal peripherals. As we have our LEDs and lights, the user knows how to communicate with it, and that when the light lights up, they have to press it. As well as the buttons and as well as the button and the LEDs, we've also noticed that the sound also indicates the way that the user plays. For example, when they hear a normal solid beat, they know that they got it correct, but when they hear the decreasing tone, they know that the game is over and they have to restart. We've noticed that our interface challenges the way that others use the normal interface of other peripherals like the keyboard and mouse, because the users were able to figure out how to play with our device. This was tested using MyFlat. I tested with 4 other players, and within a minute, all players were able to play the game without any instructions given to them. One question that was mainly raised throughout the development of our project was about how we can use more LEDs and buttons. As the Arduino Uno is restricted with the amount of ports it has, we felt like we would struggle to add more if we wanted to make more around the whole of the surface. If there was a way such as adding more Arduino Unos, I'm sure we can do this to make the game more interesting and enhance it to make the game more challenging for the user. Isn't that... Wait, where's Lyle to?